This is our 100 Circles exhibition. We wanted to do a really sensitive and thoughtful initiative. We made 100 urns using the smaller sections of the tree that are typically discarded or mulched. Each urn involves no glue or mechanical fixing, so when buried it will entirely decompose. And in the lid of each urn there's a seed of a golden wattle tree. You've got this amazing tree growing out of the space that we set aside for death, hence the name 100 Circles.
I'm Marie van den Busch. I'm a curator at the British Museum. Obviously it's about pharaohs, but it's also about all the people behind the king. The design was really done in partnership with NGV. The British Museum is really archaeological focus, while NGV is more an art gallery focus. And I hope that people who don't really know about ancient Egypt, or who know everything about ancient Egypt, will actually find something to discover.
I'm Imogen Dixon-Smith and I'm the Kenneth Tyler curator of prints and drawings here at the National Gallery. What was really beautiful about this exhibition was discovering that our institution collected Anni Albers prints really early on in both our history and in Anni's printmaking career. Anni always saw her move to printmaking as she termed it the longed-for pat on the shoulder. She found a great sense of validation in this new medium. She spent the better part of her career sort of advocating for the place of textile in high art. So it was really nice to find that our institution had supported that very early on and had recognised her art as it was being produced.
Working at Bundanon has been it's been exciting to have worked overseas and come back to this context, which is so much connected to place. I'm Sophie O'Brien, Head of Curatorial and Learning and the Curator of Wilder Times. This series of 14 paintings have never been shown outside of the State Theatre foyer in Arts Centre Melbourne before, so it's a wonderful opportunity to see a real overview from dawn till midnight of a beautiful series of landscapes by Arthur of this place, which is Bundanon, on Durga and Darrell language-speaking people's land. It was a key moment in the mid-80s where a lot of institutions, a lot of artists were thinking about multi-art form works. So inviting all of these different artists to come in and be in the Performing Arts Centre was a really important part. But of course it's also the foundation of Bundanon as well. This nearly 1,000 hectares of bushland is just so wonderful to be in, and I don't make enough time to be in it.
I'm wearing this beautiful gown that belonged to Marilyn Monroe from her personal collection. It is a silk taffeta with black lace accents, and it's lovely, clean lines.
I'm wearing a dress that was once owned by Audrey Hepburn. It's a silk dress, gorgeous yellow and white floral design.
I think that, obviously Audrey Hepburn and Marilyn Monroe were two icons that we grew up with. They were a little bit before our time, but we still had a lot of memorabilia around and everything. So to wear something that they owned is just super surreal.
So you can find these dresses at the Art Deco stall at Melbourne Fair. Come on down, try them on, and get to witness a piece of Hollywood history for yourself.
What I'm showing this year is a collection of vintage and antique George Jensen jewellery, as well as some vintage Gucci from the 60s and a collection of other estate and fine jewellery. One of the pieces that is a really rare piece is this necklace that's just in here. It's by an artist called Torin who worked for George Jensen in the 60s. It's an iconic piece and quite rare. The fair is a really great experience because it pulls together 60 dealers from across the country in diverse categories such as furniture, fashion, art, jewellery. There's even a petrol bowser down the back there. So there's all sorts of things that people can find, and generally you'll find there's something for everyone.
My name is REKOSPECTIVE and I'm an artist based in Naarm, contemporary artist. When you start looking at Aboriginal identity and culture, we're not a monoculture, we're a very diverse identity of people that come from patrilineal, matrilineal societies, different religions and different art practices. And so for me, having that very saturated, very vibrant colour through my work, that was about smashing that kind of stereotype.
Do you have a message that you want to send to young First Nations artists?
Yeah, my message is, don't let anyone tell you what you should be making or how you should make it. Anything that you make is an authentic version of your own identity. And that's all you have to do. You just